Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And real quick, before we get started, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' generosity and your support. It always means a lot to me, so thank you so much. And if you're actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, the loyalty crown badges, if you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much. Just remember that's not the only way that you can support me. Just watching the content like you are right now is truly the best way. Liking, subscribing, and commenting, everything really does help, so thank you guys so much. And for today's video, right before I got sick, it was really unfortunate timing because I really wanted to make a lot of guides for players, but the anniversary is still going on, so I still have time. And with a lot of new players comes a lot of new free-to-play players. I know not everybody likes to spend money, especially in a gacha game. So I wanted to give some advice because obviously right now, there are a lot of freebies, a lot of codes, a lot of issues with the solo raid giving us more freebies. That's not a typical Nikke day though, so I really wanted to sit down and let everybody know every way you can get free gems in Nikke, so you can know what the the currency is like, especially as a free-to-play. I know a lot of people care about that, so I'm going to try my best to break down every way that you can get them. And it's going to be kind of a long one, so let's just get started because you're going to want to go on the top right, and then there are challenges here. Now this is for the story, so the story, every time you progress, you get gems. In the beginning, it's 50. Over time, unfortunately, it goes down to 10 gems per challenge. A similar thing does happen with the side quest too, unfortunately. But then I think it goes back up to 50 again, so it's kind of weird. Now, there are EX stages within the campaigns, both normal and hard. EX stages are basically bosses that you have to manual, but you get 300 gems for doing so. So that's a lot of free gems right there, so keep that in mind. Not only that, but we also have challenges over here. Challenges are basically milestones you can, complete for your Nikke account. Clear interception, reaching just levels, upgrading a Nikke, stuff like that. Every time you complete a milestone right here, you get 200 gems and then you can collect it. So that's pretty cool. I've done a lot of them, but that's because I've been here for pretty much 2 years. Help me. And now we have to talk about the cash shop. In the cash shop, there are freebies in the cash shop, and it's kind of predatory because they make you look at everything, that you can buy. But that's what a lot of gacha games do anyway. It's not just, Nikke. But still, I just wanted to point that out. Now, when it comes to the, the freebies, there are a free daily, a free weekly, and a free monthly that you can get for your account. Now, we're going to try to simplify this because, a month is like around 4 weeks and a few days. So we're just going to simplify it and just say 4 weeks. So that's 28 days. So since you get 10 gems a day, that's not a lot, but every time you get it, for the month, it'll be 280 gems, for the 28 days. So that's not that bad. Weeklies, since you get 50 gems and some purples, every 28 days, it'll net you about 200 gems for a 4-week period. So keep that in mind. And because it's a monthly, it's just going to be a flat 100 with the purple molds. So combining all of that all together, you get about 580 gems. Now, that's not a lot, but trust me, it's going to add up just because there's a lot of other resources we can go to. Because we also have to talk about our dailies and weeklies, our normal ones. Because there are our dailies right here. And with dailies, it can take some time, especially if you're new. But over time, they'll get quicker, I promise. But every time you complete your dailies, you get 100 gems. So a 4-week period of doing your dailies every day will net you about 2,800 gems. Weeklies, every time you finish them, gives you 300 gems. So once again, if you do that for 4 weeks, you'll get 1,200 gems. So just from the dailies, the weeklies, and the freebies from the cash shop, every 4 weeks you should be getting a total of 4,580 gems. So that's a multi-plus sum, so that's pretty damn good. And then for the day-by-days, if you go to the event tab right here, now, I don't think Alice's has one with gems. There's a lot of stuff you can get here, but they don't have gems. The one that does have gems is actually this one. The one where you get Privity. Now, I don't remember because it's been 2 years since I've done this. However, at least one of these gives you 300. I'm not sure if every day gives you 300, but if you do, that's a lot of gems. But even if it's not 300 gems, it's still there. So keep that in mind, make sure you do them. They can be kind of grindy, the challenges, but they help you get started with your account, and that's pretty dope. Now, with the anniversary update, we also ended up getting the new arcade. The new arcade is pretty cool because you can play a bunch of new games. You can play MLG again, you could play For the King, Gift Factory, Barbecue Master. But why I'm saying this is because they added an option. It's not that many gems, but they added some milestones that you can do to also get stickers and stuff. But every time you complete a stage, you get 20 gems plus a sticker, so that's pretty cool. I mean, It's not a lot of gems, but still giving you the option to do something else. Grind something, get gems, we take that. So, I mean, it is what it is. Now, another freebie that we can talk about is from Co-op. Co-op gives you broken cores, I believe. And if you go to the normal shop and you actually click on the second to last tab here, there is the recycling shop, and these are the broken cores. You get this for playing co-op, and then after some time you'll get in the mail like 15,000 core, but you can use it to buy up this whole shop. I typically do it and I don't buy the battle data because I don't need it. But most importantly, you're going to want the gems. Now, there is 5 of them that you can get here, and it's 50 gems each. So 250 gems a week, it resets. So extra gems on the table per week here, so that's always nice. Now, with all that out the way, we can talk about the Outpost, because the Outpost has a few things to talk about as well, and that's with the bulletin board. Now, the bulletin board is a part of the, like, freebies, I guess, like the idle part of this game, and it's RNG, but every time you would to dispatch here, it's gonna be random. You could get 100 gems, 20 gems, no gems. It's random on what you can get, especially with progressing your account, so keep that in mind. You can also dispatch here, and then boom, you can either get gems, no gems, it's random every day. And when you level up your account, just by playing, you know, the campaign, upgrading your stages, getting through it, you get 100 gems every 5. So that's how you can level up your account, get more added for your outpost for the idle part of this game. So you always want to do that, trying to push hard mode as much as you can, so you can, you know, increase the stages and get, you know, even more freebies. Now, with the command center, there is a lot to talk about here because they've added so much more than just Bond stories. Now, I'll get to the Bond stories in a second, but first things first, more story, it's fully voiced, but both of these give you 200 gems and a free frame. There is 2 side stories currently. There is this one, which, you know, 1 in part 2, part 3, so that's 200 gems. Wordless, once again, 100 gems, a frame, so keep that in mind. Just like the anniversary, there are lost relics. Lost relics is for lore and stuff, but if you complete them, and you complete the little challenge right here, boom, you can get some extra gems. Same thing for the jukebox OST, that's why you see this claim all option here. So if you complete, you know, a playlist, you can just collect gems, there you go. But for the Bond stories, this is where it's huge. As you can see, there are a lot of Bond stories here for Nikkes, and I have a lot to go through. Each Nikke gives you 50 gems each, and there are 5 stories, so that's 250 gems per Nikke. Now, the one weird thing is that collab characters have Bond stories, but you cannot advise them. You cannot, you know, you cannot advise them. It's just weird. I don't know why you can't, but you can watch their Bond stories. I don't know. I find it inconsistent, but with all that out the way, that's a lot of ways that you can get the gems here. But we're not done yet because we need to talk about the actual gameplay, because there are the normal modes in the Ark that can give you gems. Now, Lost Sector you complete through campaign, slowly progressing it, completing bosses and stuff. And they are random because they'll give you random stuff, you know, for cubes, battery materials. Some give you gems though, but every one of these give you gems if you complete it. They give you 500 gems each completion. And obviously this is going to take a while because this is for progressing through the campaign, but there are a lot of Lost Sectors you can do in the future. So this is a good, you know, farming ground. It can take some time though, especially if you don't like puzzles. This one could be annoying, but I'm just giving out all the options. And then there is Tribe Tower. Now, there are 2 types of Tribe Towers. There is the normal one and then the manufacturer ones. The normal one, you can use whatever team you want. Now, granted, it can take a while to push through them because they get harder and harder. Each Tribe Tower gives you 50 gems. However, every 5 and 10 gives you 100 gems, plus some extra materials. So that's a lot to get through, especially if you see the amount of stages I've done. That's a lot of gems in the past that I've gotten. So that's always cool. Now, the manufacturer ones, they're the same thing with the 5 and 10. However, the reason why I say they're difficult is because they are manufacturer based. So you would need 5 Nikkes to like have a full team here. And even then you can have 5 Nikkes that aren't fully burst, you know, rotation. So it's kind of crazy. So it can take some time just to get like the molds and stuff, plus the gems each time. But still, that is an option that is available to you. Now, this last one is going to be kind of a stretch because not everybody likes it, and that's PvP. Now, PvP in Arena, there are 2 kinds. There is the normal rookie one, which does not give you currency, and then there's the special arena that does give you currency. Now, for me, there is a lot of, like, Omega whales here, so I don't really, like, participate that much. I'm content with my Diamond 1, and I leave it there. But if we look at the rankings and we go to, you know, like, the reward info, season end, I typically get 2,000 gems each time. This is where I'm at. So I always get 2,000 gems for free. But even if you don't, and you're just like having just like a random set of teams here, you get 300 gems. So if you want, hey, I mean, that's still something. You don't even have to try to play. Try it once or something, but even then you might still get something. Same thing with Solar Raid. Solar Raid is not here right now, so I can't show you. But even just trying to participate would give you gems. But other than that, I actually think I've completed everything I've tried to talk about. I know that's a lot to get through, so I'm going to try to give you guys timestamps. But I really hope that helped all of you. But for now, that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And as always, thank you so much for the constant support. You guys are truly the best. Take care and have a good one.